Okay guys, so welcome to part 2 of our Sega Mega Drive mod series. Okay, we're ready to do our first mod basically. So what we're going to do first is we're going to drill our holes for our 2 Phono ports here on this part here. So what you're going to need for that is first we're going to drill some pilot holes so that we get it in the right place, and I'm going to be using a really small drill bit for this. So a really small drill bit. Okay. And if you remember, we've got no motherboard inside here, and we've screwed the case together, so we've got a nice solid case to screw into. So just going to create a little. I wouldn't recommend doing this with scissors actually. I'd get a better tool for this, but just going to make a couple of little dents in to make sure that's good. Yep, those are in the right place. So we just made a couple of little holes just to help guide the drill bit. So here's our first pilot hole, and we need our second one. There we go. There's our second pilot hole. So these Phonos are, I believe they're 5, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're 5. So now we basically, what I would recommend, you could try and drill straight in with the 5, but I always like to go up in stages slightly. So I'm going to use a 3.5 just to go again, because I don't want to crack the plastic or anything. So I'm just going to make sure. So we're gonna bore it out again with a 3.5. I could just put it flat like this now. And now for our correct size. Nope, I just tried the 5. We need 5.5. So well guys, what I decided in the end, I decided to just do all the holes I'm going to need for all the mods that I'm actually going to do to this machine. So obviously we're not going to use these 2 holes in this video, but we're going to be concentrating on these 2. But you know, I just thought, to be honest, it is best to prepare your case for all the mods you want to do. If you think you're going to do all these mods, say, do all the bloody holes for it, because there's nothing worse than having to take all your mods to pieces to drill new holes and stuff. So just drill all the bloody holes in one go, so you're ready, you know. I've just got to clean these up now, take the masking tape off, get rid of some of the plastic with a scalpel, because obviously the drilling, you get like bits of plastic that comes pulling out. So I'll just clean them up, and then we should be ready to go. Right, so there's our holes ready for our mods. So get our 2 RCA adapters, or RCA connectors rather. And we want to get them in here. So they're screwing nice and easy. So yeah, that's basically where we want them. So you can see that these bits are the 2 bits we need to solder onto. So then next we put the ground bits in. So these go on the ground. Sorry, these are for the ground wires basically. These bits we're putting on here. It's going to be a little bit fiddly because of this stanchion where the screw goes in. A little bit annoying. Okay guys, so this is the underside of our board, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to use this area here. So this one here on the far right is the ground. This one here, the second one along, is right audio channel, and then this one is the left audio channel. So the first thing we're going to need to do is solder some wires to these. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a black cable for our ground. I don't have a red cable, so we're going to use an orange cable for our right audio and then a white cable for our left audio. So first thing we need to do is apply a little bit of extra solder to our points. Like so. Now we're going to start with our ground wire on the far left. So let's get our ground wire in. Shit. There we go, there's our ground. And we need our red for right audio. So right audio, and finally white for our left. So guys, there you can see ground on the left, right audio in the middle, and left audio on the right there. So now we need to put this case, now we need to put the thing back in the case and then start soldering it to our phono ports. Okay, so next we need to add some solder to these points, which is let's try and get this a better angle. There's one. There we go. There's the solder added to those 2 bits, and then we just need to add some solder to these 2 points. Let's bend them right down like that. That's it. Right. There's one bit. And there's 2 bits. There we go. Right, so as you can see, we now have solder on the ground points at the top, and solder on the actual connection points here as well. So now we just need to solder the wires. Okay guys, so let's do our right audio first. And right audio goes into this one here. That's a bit tight here. That's better. A little bit more, I think. Right, there's a right audio. Now we need a left. This ground wire out of the way. Let's get our left audio in. There's our left audio. And then finally we need to attach a ground point, which we will do onto the back of these. So hang on, let me bend these down again a second. So our ground will go on this one here. There's our ground, and then finally, to finish off the mod, we just need to solder a ground wire across these two. So there's one side. Do left-handed here. Oh, blimey, that's not what I wanted. Oh, blimey. I've taken the other ground wire with me, look. Just put that back in. That was a bit of a mess up. Oh no. I'll tell you what. Let's make this easier. I should have hooked them on actually. Let's take that one out a sec. What we'll do is we'll connect these two wires together. If we can. There we go, that's better. Oh, blimey. Can't believe how much trouble that was. Right, here we go. And then finally, we're going to solder these in now. That should be done. Let's get a bit closer. There we go, folks. Finito. So we now have our ground wires attached. Right, so that's all there is to it, folks. So we've got our daisy chained ground wire here. Then this ground wire obviously comes in here. Then we've got our left and right audios down here. So now we can put this unit back together and it'll work. Okay guys, so that's our audio mod done pretty much. We can literally put this machine back together now and test it out and make sure we've completed it, make sure there's nothing wrong. So that's it guys, so thanks for watching and look out for part 3 and I'll do the region mod that time. So thanks for watching guys and take care.